Give me a second, guys. It's like something's up with me.
Give me a happy ending. Lay me down. Stuck in I love when you rub me down. Rub me down. Rubbing it down. Lay me down. Stuck in I love when you lay me down. Rub me down. Moving that mouth on
Let me know if you can hear the music.
Lay me down. Rub me down. Baby, you know what you're here for. I am here for pleasure, and yes, my body is sore. Word around town, you can give me what I want, and yes, I'm down. You can make a frown, turn upside down. Touch me slow, touch me low. Make me go. You're doing your job. Don't feel right. Don't wanna stop. Don't want you to stop, baby. Lay me down. Stuck it, I love when you rub me down. Rub me down. Rubbing it down. Lay me down. Stuck it, I love when you lay me down. Rub me down. Moving that mouth on it round and round. Lay me down. Rub me down. Working your hands up and down. Listen to your mom, liking the sound. Time to take it to another level. Hands pressed up like a rose petal. See, she'll never settle for nothing less than satisfaction. She like the reaction, full of passion, lots of action. Been a dick like a fiddle, approaching it like a puzzle, feeling good like a riddle, feeling good in the middle. Lay me down, stuck it, I love when you rub me down, rub me down, rubbing it down. Lay me down, stuck it, I love when you lay me down, rub me down, moving that mouth on it round and round. Lay me down, rub me down. Smoke cold, I know you love it around. Smoke cold, I know you want 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 it
Welcome, everybody. This is your Black YouTube therapist, aka the Godfather, B. Darrell Spears, chilling here right now. I'm over here in the Galleria Mall in Dallas. Came here on some business. Been over here had did a little work early today. Had a long ride, three and a half hour drive to Dallas. Had to take care of some business yesterday. Took care of some business this morning. So I'm chilling. Finally, took some time off of myself, hanging out at the Galleria Mall. Went and bought me a couple of things. Just having a good time, chilling, enjoying the city. Just wanted to chop it up with y'all while I was out on the road and everything. So I'm gonna be heading back to Houston tomorrow. So I definitely want to chop it up with y'all. I'm gonna be hanging out tonight, maybe getting some drinks and chilling. May go out and do a few things, have a little fun tonight. So just wanted to see how everybody doing in the sector, kind of talk about sector topics, what's going on out in our space. I understand that Peter Panel Killer, he going live right now. Not trying to mess up his time, his rating, whatever. I'm just doing a spontaneous live stream. I'm not going to be on too long, probably about 45 minutes or so. So let me see who up in the chat right now. Shout out to Miss Merv, the godmother in the house. I see Spot'em. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? See everybody up in here. So guys, um, to get things started, I want you all to tell me what did you all think of Photon? Um, what did you all think of Photon video this morning? I'm very curious to see what the godbrother think about Photon video because he kind of referenced a lot of people, threw out some subliminals and all that stuff. But more importantly, the telling thing was not what he said, but the people who are in the goddamn chat. That's when you can tell a live stream. You can tell what's going on by not what the person is talking about, but who in the goddamn chat. And all I saw was people, particularly two people that you usually don't see in Photon chat. And I'm just gonna put it, Oh, okay. She says she didn't watch it. Just take a peek at the replay. Just tell me what you because I didn't watch the whole thing myself because once I saw the people this morning that were in the chat, I didn't need to hear anything else. And of course, looking at the chat, you had people referencing my name, had my name all in their mouth multiple times. And so, excuse me. And also, Ms. Murph, I'm eating actually some stir fried rice with vegetables and chicken. That's what I'm eating. So I'm looking at everything that has transpired over the past few days. There was a banging live stream yesterday on Slender on the Ave. I mean, they showed out. Yes, they were. Exactly. That's what I said. I didn't watch that. I watched for 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. And I turned it, and then this Negro started talking about all kind of stuff. Look, we got all these secret alliances. They got a lot of to me, I don't see the reason to be faking whatever you choose to support or do whatever. Hey man, just do it. You don't have to be faking phony. I mean, me and Conscious Energy been cool on and off, and I know he an AFW. They never stopped me and him from being cool. You know what I'm saying? Ms. Murphy said, I realized at the end of the live that AAS was in phony. She was in there the whole time. She was saying, when I saw Rev G mentioning my name, when I saw other people mentioning my name, that told the whole story. What's up, Jimmy from the chat? How you doing, baby? What's up, Mahogany? How you doing? I saw you over there by We Unlock. So, guys, also, We Unlock got a fire live going on right now. He got the Queen Maker, Miss Priscilla, the Queen Maker, I may say. So she's over there. I guess We Unlock is a safe space, and so um, I went over there by We Unlock. I actually texted him during the thing, because he actually put a name in the title, which was smart. And she was actually somewhere eating or whatever, doing whatever, and she came out and came on the chat. And of course, when she get to talking, her ass will not stop talking. So she just rambling on and on, repetitive stuff over and over that she can't confirm, that she can't prove. And so, as I was texting We Unlock, I was telling her, man, hey, you may get a lot of attention due to this live stream with her. There's gonna be a lot of people that may clip your video and give reactions or give their points of view about what she's talking about. So, my opinion is that I'm not going to totally disregard everything that she says, But there's a lot of illogical statements and rhetoric, and there's a lot of things that she just cannot substantiate. And when you're just operating on a state of my point of view, I mean, it's just not going to work. You have to give me more than just your point of view. You have to back that up with and substantiate that with things that can be proven or things that can be measured. And she just can't do that. Mahogany said, I do agree with some things, but then she lost me when she said men are half human. And I was like, what? That was too much. She said men were half. Not only that, man, she lost me. She lost me when she said men are incapable of love, in that men operate in a state of sexual deviance. I found that highly uh, offensive, and it's not true. And so, my position is this: just like I would say, if I can criticize Kevin Samuels, if I can criticize Cynthia G, I can criticize Obsidian, Angry Man, anybody in any space. Hell, if I can criticize Umar Johnson, if I can criticize these people, I can criticize Priscilla. And that's just the facts. And so there's actually a lady on there right now. I'm not going to say her name, but we actually got into a bit of a kerfuffle. I was going to do a live stream about the kerfuffle we got into, where she was very disrespectful to me because she saw my live stream and she didn't like what I had to say about Priscilla. And I told her to talk about it. And she wanted to tell me what I'm supposed to think. And because I'm a man, I automatically think certain ways. And all men don't think the same. All women don't think the same. I judge people individually. And when you have people who generalize everything, it's dangerous. And what I'm starting to hear is a lot of young women that remind me of the young men in the manosphere who are so naive and receptive to anything because they have no direction. And they're willing to follow any and everything somebody says without question. And then they get upset. They get upset when others challenge them on that. Now, I decided not to go on Wheel and Lock's panel today. And the reason why I didn't, because the minute I would have gave professional pushback on what she's saying, I would have gotten attacked. I would have gotten attacked by the other lady that was up there of a lighter skin tone. And not just by her, but also by Priscilla. And it just would have been me going at it. And then, of course, the Godfather would kick in. I started acting a fool and talking crazy. And then, everything happened the way it happens. But our community, because I don't necessarily consider the Umar Johnson sector pro-black like it used to be pro-black, but there's still a large segment of the sector being pro-black. And we unlock, and I'm gonna have a talk with him because he's supposed to be Pan-African like myself. And it's very confusing to me for a Pan-African to be in agreement with a lot of the stuff that she's saying. It's because a lot of what she's saying is to split up our community that's already split up enough as it is. We don't need more division in the black community. We have enough. We have enough. We have enough division in the black community. We don't need black women going one way and black men going another way. That sounds like MGTOW. She's speaking MGTOW, rhetoric at that point, like a total social separation. And that makes no sense. But Mahogany, is We Unlock still live, or is it because he's been on for quite a while, but I caught like an hour and a half of it, and then as I was shopping, I would go in and out, and then I decided, okay, I'm gonna go live while I'm chilling, you know, and just chop it up with y'all, just put this live in. I may go live later tonight, I don't know, but I'm just chilling right now. Um, and got me a few things, and I'm just saying, there's a lot of I don't know. I think one of the reasons, oh, they did an open panel. Oh wow! You see, I knew We Unlocked was probably going to do an open panel. That's why I'm not coming up there because I, it just wasn't going to be a good look, and I'm tired of I'm tired of arguing with people on panels. Like I'm really, really, um, I'm really, really burnt out with arguing with Negroes online. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like I'm really, really just burnt out with it because it's meaningless. It's draining. It's toxic. And my position is people. This is on any sector that I'm in. People want you to like not have different perspectives, and so you get into the roasting, you get into the name calling, and then you cursing each other out. And I can only do that so much. And I'm just to me, I don't right now. I'm not feeling that right now. That's why I don't get on panels in the sector like I used to. I'm very selective when I'm on a panel, certain people, because I understand when you're in certain places, it attracts a certain attention. Excuse me, and I don't want to have to do that. I don't want to have to do that every time I get on there. People coming at you, people saying all kinds of sly shit. When I was on We Unlock channel, um, about I want to say 3 or 4 days ago, got on the panel. Next thing you know, somebody questioning me about a video. Before you know it, we both, arguing with each other. And I get cursed out. And then We Don't Like kick both of us off the channel. you know, he, everybody get kicked off the panel. So I'm okay with having a dialogue. Look, I'm 45 years old. I'm about to be 46 next month. I'm I'm a grown ass. I don't have time to be doing this stuff all the time. I mean, it's a time and place for everything. Sometimes it's a place that's fine to do that, but I'm not trying to be doing it every time I'm online. Appreciate the 20 that's in the chat. Let's go ahead and get those likes up. They say Robbie came up to review her book, and that's another hustle, Mahogany. The hustle that Priscilla is presenting is to buy that damn book. Everything is about buying the goddamn book, and so buying that book means I get money. Keisha, what's up, Keisha? She said, "What's the name of the channel that he's talking about?" You mean me? What channel I'm talking about? I'm talking about We Unlock, which is basically We Unlock Nation. You type that in, you can check it out. We Unlock Nation. Mahogany say we look good. I'm 44. Yes, you do look good, Queen. West Banks. Well, shout out to West Banks. He said, Darrell, remember, whenever you go on We Unlock's panel, that's going, that's going to, that's going to Simpville. Listen, man. Listen. I know that I know I, I know that We Unlock has a reputation of being simp like. In the Umar sector, he was just known for that. And in the manosphere sector, nobody really thought about We Unlock being a simp until We Unlock told the story, which I told him not to do. He told the issue about him and his wife. And then when he told that, I never forget, he was on Ramil Amir channel. And when he did that, nobody looked at him the same. I told him don't do it. I said nobody need to know your business, man. Nobody need to know all your integral, because he first disclosed that information on my channel, which I didn't want him doing it then, and I tried to get him to stop, and he kept doing it. So I mean, oh Lord, CE, listen, man. Everybody ain't trying to debate conscious energy. Like, man, come on now. He said Will Locke refused to debate me on after he lost. I mean, you already beat him on one debate. I don't think you got nothing else to prove. Mahogany said, I don't think he's a simp. I think he just understands women. Um, I'm gonna say this, man. Will Locke has done some questionable and said some questionable things. He has. But um, I met Will Locke in person, and I missed him the last time I went to Vegas. I was supposed to meet him the last time I went, and I don't think he's a simp. I just really don't. I really don't think he I just think that he come across a certain way on YouTube. But I think seeing him in real life, you see something totally different. And that's just my perspective. And he has said some questionable things. And in that space, look, I'm known for speaking and speaking up and talking in a positive light about black women, and I always will. But I'm not going to like say um, things that are just detrimental and not necessarily correct. That are just not truthful, just on the basis of making women feel good. It has to be based in truth. And if and I'm not and I'm my position is everybody on YouTube is susceptible and open for criticism. And if I see criticism is worthy, is needed, then I will give it, no matter who it is. And so, one of the disturbing things is that when people were criticizing Priscilla, um, there were women who were upset about that, felt like she was being disrespected. And so, for those watching Will Locke's channel right now, what you will find is that the way he conducted his interview or her on the panel is what she wants. And what she basically wants is that you allow her to control the narrative of the show. You allow her to speak for how long she wants, when she wants, and you don't ask questions. You don't challenge. Right now, we're on our channel. She is not. Well, at least when I was, I don't know what's going on now, but when I was watching, she was not. Um, she was not being challenged on anything. And when you're seeing stuff like uh, a man's biology is the reason, and I'm sitting here like, and the testosterone and like men don't know how to control themselves. Like men are not capable. Now, is there a percentage of men that are unable to control themselves? Yes, but there are certain behavioral issues and there are certain environmental factors that contribute to the delinquency of black men. And I'm not saying that in our community we need more good black men, because I wholeheartedly believe that we don't have enough black men in our community. I greatly believe that. And I see it. I see the delinquency of black men all the time. I see the lack of wherewithal, the lack of wanting education, the lack of doing things positive. But a black man didn't come into the world as a black man. He came into the world as a black, young black baby, as an infant. And he was shaped a certain way, directly and indirectly. And because our culture accepting and allowing so many different things that are detrimental to our overall functioning, you're going to get a percentage of black males acting the way that they're acting now, unless we change that as a community. Mahogany says she doesn't like differences of opinions. I can see that she doesn't. She can, and to me, when people got on me for saying she's acting like a cult leader, That's one of the main characteristics of a co-leader. They don't like being challenged. Excuse me. They don't like being challenged, and they want you to basically just take in everything as the supreme truth, and there's no alternatives. When she speaks in generalities that are not substantiated by any evidence or anything that can be measured. So I can ask this question: how do you like? I'm trying to figure out when you say things with men, like saying men are not capable of love. Well, but you want to teach women how to gain, or if you are going to pursue a man, because she did say, hey, as a woman, you have a choice. You don't have to be with a man. You can be alone or you can be with a woman. She's actually saying being with a woman is actually probably a more beneficial or a better option. So you get mad when people question you on you influencing women to be lesbians, but it comes out of your mouth that you want them to pursue, or you think it's more beneficial for them to pursue the love from a woman because only women are capable of love and men are not. So you need to fix up your talking points, because you can't say that but then get upset when people question you on on whether men can love or not, or whether or not women are to pursue other women, because you basically stated men are inherently built to pursue and to be more predatory. Okay, predatory is strong, but I do understand that there are men who are predatory, and there's a larger percent of men who are predatory than women. And men being predatory can also present itself in the matter of violence or rule breaking or law breaking, and I get that. What's up, Carrie Ann? How you doing? But at the same time, if you're telling women that gaining love from a woman is a valuable option, but then you're promoting lesbianism. Now, to me, as women and men, you have the right to pursue whatever type of love interest that you want. It is not me to tell anybody what they should not be doing. But if you're saying statements like that, interpreting that, that's the only other, that's almost the logical thing to believe. Or if women want to be celibate and be alone, they have a right to do so. I mean, I'm not questioning whether or not you can do any of those things. If that's what you choose is best for you, I care less. That's for you. Everybody's different. Some women are going to say being celibate is not for them, and they're going to be with other women that say definitely. Majority of women are going to say, turning, to other women is definitely not the way that I want to go, because that's not who I am. And so when you're seeing very naive and uh, you know simple-minded young women, 19, 20, 21, 22, when you speak in a manner that is conflictual to what she's saying, which I experienced a couple of times, they'll come on a panel and question you on what's wrong with what she's saying. Like, but I'm a bit confused, because a lot of the main complaints of men, and there are a lot of men on YouTube in all sectors that are very disrespectful to black women. Even so, that was a friend of mine on here on YouTube asked, as far as we had, and shout out to Mahogany, because Mahogany had a married man's panel. Okay, shout out to Mahogany. Y'all go check that out. And if you're new to her channel, go check her channel out. And I do appreciate those who sub to the Faith Factor. Another friend of mine. Most of my friends in other sectors, it's like 50-50 men and women, which is reflective of me in real life. I have just as many friends that are women as men, for the most part. And so I cannot adhere to people saying things that actually causes more destruction to the community than actually repairing the community. Mahogany say, "Oh, thanks. I love your song. I got them plane tickets." Yeah, that I actually created that song um, in 2020 when I was going against the SYSBM Save Yourself Black Men. That song was actually for the Passport Brothers and Save Yourself Black Men. So that really pissed them off when I made that song. But I do what I do, Mahogany. But I'm glad you like it. But I'm looking at we unlock. I told we unlock, man. You got to that show gonna get clipped. People gonna chop and screw it. They gonna review it. You going people watching this. A lot of people. I think we unlock got a lot of people watching. He got over 50, 60, 70 people watching his video, which is a lot for him. So Mahogany say it's hilarious and you diss Taz. Yeah, I diss Taz crazy ass too. West Bank. He says, D. Durrell, unfortunately nowadays, the only difference between a married woman and a single woman is a piece of paper. Lots of married men still believe they're single. I'm gonna have to disagree with that, West Bank. I'm gonna have to wholeheartedly disagree with that. I do think on both sides there are men and women who are doing things in a marriage that they're not supposed to be doing. I do think that there are married men acting like they single too. I'm not. I don't have any room to judge anybody. I don't. So, but what I will say is that the mentality about marriage has changed a great deal due to the economic advancements and rights and improvements that women have made. And I'm gonna be honest. I can't sit here and tell women who are quite capable of taking care of themselves to put up with a man mistreating them or abusing them. I can't do that. In the past, in previous generations, women felt like they had no other option but to stay in toxic, abusive relationships to keep the family together at their physical and psychological expense. And I'm not going to recommend that. I'm not going to say that that's the way to go. What I will say is that, as far as with men, we need to understand how we're supposed to treat women, and we should not think that treating women bad. We have the right to treat women badly just on the basis of you being a man or being their husband. And there are a lot of men who think. Notice I said a lot. I didn't say most. I didn't say all. But there are a large percentage of men who think that they can treat their woman any type of way, and because I'm a man, you should just supposed to stay and stick it out. And they're not. These women are not. That's why our community is only married at 30%, 28 to 30%. It's because there are a lot of people who don't value marriage, and unfortunately, we don't focus on the marriages that actually are successful and survive and last the test of time. We seem to always focus on the marriages that don't last. And I think that as a community, if we focused and followed and maybe modeled after behaviors of men and women who have successful marriages of 15, 10, 15, 20 years or more, we would understand that when we take that oath to be married, we have to function a certain way. But unfortunately, we're looking at what not to do, what not to experience instead of what to do. So when you compile that together, you get the community that we have now. And that's basically a community in which people don't want to be married. People don't want to take responsibility in a marriage. People don't want to create strong families. And so when you put that up against other cultures, they're winning and we're losing. And that's just a fact. They're winning and we're losing. West Bank say, I think an issue in our community in regay to marriage, in regards to marriage, is some women think their dick is bigger than their husband's. Okay, now that was show, but okay. A lot of women don't uni their don't know their role as wives in marriage. Okay, well, My position is this, because I deal with this all the time. Speaking professionally, if women don't know their role in marriage, then I'm gonna have to partially blame that on you as a man for not having those discussions prior to getting married. Because if you stay with a woman long enough to consider marrying her, you allowed that, sir. Why would you marry a woman that doesn't know her roles? She should know those roles while you're dating. Seriously. She should have an idea about those roles when you're engaged. She should know those roles prior to you actually putting a ring on it and walking down that aisle. So you can't put the total blame on her for something that you allowed in stages and said nothing about it until after you got married. And see, this is the thing. I understand we're talking about marriage as a people as a piece of paper, but it's not a piece of paper. It's a contract, a legal binding ass contract that if you get a divorce, you are legally and financially binding to a person, and it costs. There's a penalty for getting a divorce. You have to pay to get a divorce, and a lot of men are paying a lot of money, and some women are paying money, particularly if they're the breadwinner, for those divorces. So marriage, see, we got to get out of this uh, spiritual wife and that Lennon honor bullshit. You know, and Taz with they got their wife and they not. See, the black community has a lot of people who are living together for 10, 15, 20 years, not married. Somebody died, and then the person that was with them the whole time is not entitled to anything. Zero. And I have witnessed some horror stories as a therapist with people who have issues dealing with that. I'm talking about some severe issues. One of the most severe cases of that, I had a lady that was married, that was legally living with a man, bought a house, a couple of houses, had businesses and everything. They were together for 33 years. I kid you not. They were together for 33 years and were never married. Sorry about that. I'm back. So I'm about to get out of here, but I'm just they were let me get back to it. But they were married for 33 years. And I kid you not, they were common law married for 33 years. They owned houses together. They had properties that they had together, that they purchased together. Everything was in his name. Everything was in it. Not even one of the businesses that she owned that she thought was hers. You know what happened at the end of that when he died unexpectedly? I'm gonna tell you what happened. When he died, okay, his daughter that never saw him, that never visited him a lot, because she was from another marriage. He was married to his first wife. She was the second. When this man died, his daughter tried to kick her out the house that she thought she owned and she didn't. Everything this man owned went to his daughter. He only had one child. Everything. When I say everything, this woman went into a deep depression because she gave her whole life to a man she was not legally married to. And she nursed this man when he was sick. She took care of this man. You know, she did everything for this man. They were together. They had a good relationship, but never got married. And so you know what happened? She was given 60 days to get out of that house, and she was homeless. And she had to go live with family members. So basically, 33 years for nothing. And you're not entitled to anything. Yes, you gotta have papers. Miss me with this
this spiritual bullshit. Stop it. And to me, there are a lot of people. See, one of the reasons this is something. This is a talking point that I argue with the manosphere all the time. Is that black people have a tendency to cohabitate at a higher percentage than other groups. Okay, and so that 80% head of household by females is not true. I would say out of that 80%, I'd say about 35 to 40% of that 80%, there's a man living in that house who's paying bills, who is taking care of the family. You know, may not be in the best financial shape, but he's maybe working class. He has a job, and he's taking care of the kids, but they not married. And there's a lot of women who settle for this shit and think it's okay, and it's not. It's not. Because at the end of the day, the longer you go married, the less and less you're gonna be entitled to. So you're putting in all this work, all this energy. See, this is what Priscilla should be telling y'all. You putting in all this work, you putting in all this time. You're giving them, everything. And then at the end of the day, if this person needed someone to make medical decisions, you couldn't even do that. You couldn't even do that. Mahogany say Crimson Cure was on here with her ignorant ass telling black women to sign over their property when they get married. Horrible advice. What? That was some dumb ass. See, that's the reason why. See, and that's another reason I don't get on these panels, because then you got to criticize some old dumbass shit she's saying too, and she should know better. Like, are you serious? Who the hell gonna sign over your shit that you had before? See, I don't even want to acknowledge that statement. I don't even. That is so asinine. And she a whole. And she's supposed to be Miss Muslim with the hijab on, and that's just dumb. Like, are you serious? Sign over your property to somebody that didn't buy it or earn it or even help you get it? Are you kidding me? You see, YouTube and social media are full of fools like that who talk like this and say shit like this. And then they expect people to listen and get mad when other people criticize the dumbass shit. You know, that's crazy. I actually stopped watching her, man. I used to watch Crimson Cure all the time just to see what kind of pick-me shit she would be saying or what kind of, mammy type shit she would be talking about. And she's still at it. She's still at it. But yeah, guys, I'm leaving out of here, man. I got my little something out of here, so I'm heading back to the hotel and stuff, and I'm gonna chill for a little bit, maybe give me a couple drinks, and maybe hang out, do some things tonight, maybe go visit my sister. What's up, Hood Conservative? How you doing, man? Mahogany said, "That's what I'm saying. She has never been legally married." Hey, that's a fact. Like, really? Who gonna do that, man? Like, for any man, I wouldn't tell anybody to sign over shit that you had before you got married. Now, I could see if these are things you had while y'all were together, that y'all built together. That's something different. Like, if you built and obtained things with both of you putting your income together, that's something totally different. But to just sign your shit away, oh, you my husband, and I trust you. What the hell wrong with you? Like, I know you gonna do the right thing. The hell wrong, man. That is some crazy shit. But that's what these, man. I said that's the thing, man. With when you see these spaces, You see such extremes from one end to the other. To me, Crimson Cure is no different than Priscilla. She is no different. That's some Shahrazad, what's her name? Shahrazad Ali, whatever her name is. That's some kind of shit she would say. Like, stop it. That shit don't even sound right. Like, so you can go sign over your shit, then he divorce your ass, and you ain't got a place to stay. What's up, BLT? He said the woman struck my Priscilla. What? I'm dead. Are you serious? She struck your video, BMT? Damn. That's horrible. Damn, BMT. So you can't go live for a week? That's fucked up. Oh, I parked over. Damn, BMT, that's messed up, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Damn. I gotta go up the stairs. So BMT got his channel struck. When I get back, I'm going on demon time. I don't give a fuck. You gonna go after BMT? BMT said I'm gonna get my payback. That's messed up, BMT. I'm sorry to hear that, man. But this the thing, man. You doing YouTube, man. People are going to give their opinions. You just got to be careful, BMT. That's why I don't like doing a lot of reviews on certain people, especially the bigger content creators like her, because they known for this type of shit. They're known for striking people channel down and shit. If you say things they don't like, you know, if you say things they don't like, they'll strike it down. They'll you know, say shit or whatever. You know, that's why like when I do that, I just talk shit about it. I don't even I don't even show the whole video because I know how people are. Oh, you say sometimes it's the followers too. Yeah, and you know, man, her followers don't want you saying shit negative about her, man. Like for real, for real. They don't want you. You can't say shit. Like for real, for real. They don't want you saying nothing. They just want you to just comply with whatever they say. What they be in agreement. You can't be objective. You got to be totally. You got to be totally biased in support of them. Like for real, for real. BMT say, bro, they want yes men and weak brain people. I never played that lane for anyone. Exactly, and I'm not either. Shit, I'm not doing that. Um, but yeah, guys, that shit crazy, man. That's fucked up, BMT. That's a damn shame. That really is a damn shame, man. Like for real, for real. Shit, I'm in here now. Oh, so I'm gonna drop the link. Anybody want to come chop it up with me? I'm gonna put the link out there. Anybody want to chop it up with me? You can. I'm just basically making my rounds. And get the link. But yeah, man, I wanted to have this discussion. But now you can't get no strikes. Like 90 days or something like that. But yeah, they don't want you talking, man. You can't say shit about them, man. You can't. But the thing about it is that, really, to be honest with you, BMT, she does so much content on other people's platforms. You really don't have to use her content. You can use the platform on other people.
Like for real, for real. Hey,
Hey,
what's up,
what's up,
Queen?
Queen?
Hey, let me mute my background. Hold on one
Okay,
second.
Okay.
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 Hey, Dee, thank you for having me. And what?
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing. I was just listening and enjoying what you were talking about. And yes, Crimson
Okay,
said that some years ago, and that's when I finally unfollowed her because I try to support. What people don't realize about me, I will support just about anybody, even if their content is different, because I feel like I could always learn something that
right,
But
right.
when I found out that she really wasn't legally married, then I found out all this, that my thing is I own my own property, okay? And I worked
Right.
really hard. I went in the military, did all that, saved up, and now, so I imagine myself as being one of her followers. And you mean to tell me you're telling me to prove that I'm a good wife, to be submissive, I need to sign over something I worked 20 years for? I don't think so. So it
Right,
was,
right,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah, I just couldn't take it. It's too much. And she's just steady over there. I call it put bullying, but just kind of yelling and screaming at women about being feminine in the most
Right.
unfeminine way she could be. Listen, I got a hijab in my closet too, honey. Anybody can, you can buy anybody. It's free. I mean, it's not free, but anybody can buy a hijab. It does not mean that you are, um, you've got to walk it like you talk it. You've got to
More
live that
feminine or
lifestyle.
more
Yes.
right,
Yes.
right,
So
right.
I just got tired of
Matter of
it.
fact, it's funny you said that, right? Because I was looking at and I saw some people do a review on this. You know, like
Uh-huh.
the 90 Day Fiance series that come on. Have you ever watched
Uh-huh.
that?
Yes,
There was a
I
woman
like
on
it.
there. It was a black woman, um, Muslim, right? And she was getting ready to marry this guy, that owned his own
Uh-huh.
businesses and stuff, right? He owned a lot of businesses, and she actually wanted to start a yoga business, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so she basically like did something like this was crazy. Now, if you see her, she's all soft, very. I mean, she come off as being overly passive, very warm, very soft spoken and feminine and all this stuff. So when they was getting ready to get married, right, and it kind of
Uh-huh.
reminded me of Crimson, like because she kind of gave the same presentation. So when they were talking about getting married, she wanted a prenup, right?
Uh-huh.
Now most men, if so the guy was like, I'm all for the prenup, because I want to protect my business. She said she was fine with that. But the only thing about it was that she was not going to marry him unless the money that he invests for her business, if they get a divorce, she owns it outright.
Oh.
And see, but the thing about it, the guy was like, how are you going to want me to get to basically you at now the thing his issue is that now if you wanted to get this business on your own with your own money or go whatever route to do it, then I'm fine with that. But if you want me to spend my money for you to get this business, then why should I like you come out clear with everything and I don't get anything?
Right.
That didn't make it to me. I get what she was saying, but it would be different if you owned it like prior to being married or something, and
No,
like you would have
I
actually
agree
put a
with you. It doesn't make sense. You're asking him to invest in your business, and if it fails, and businesses do fail, the least you could do is split the profits. I mean, that just makes sense to me. I don't think what he's asking for is unreasonable. I don't. So that's just,
yeah,
yeah. They
and
got a lot of strange people on that
he's
show.
yeah, but my position was the fact that you're asking him to invest in a business that he don't have. I mean, to me, I'm a say, and I've had this in my own. If you're married to somebody, just because your partner wants to do something, don't mean that you have to always agree with it or invest your money into it. Like you
Right.
don't have to do that, and that doesn't make you a bad partner. Like if my wife asks, say, "Hey, I want to do this business," if I feel
that the business is not a good business, or if I don't want to invest out my money in it, I'm not doing it. I mean, now
Right.
I'll support you if you want to do it, whatever way you need me to support you outside of me, But if you asking me to give you the startup money, and then if the business, let's say the business turns out to be a multi-million-dollar business, and then you decide, okay, well, I don't need you anymore. I didn't, so you basically use me for the startup money for a business, and then once you don't need me financially, you divorce me.
Mm-hmm.
That's like bad. So this marriage is not based on love. It's not based on growing together. It's based on finances, business. Which,
Right.
listen,
Mm-hmm.
I understand for some people they can do that, but I'm not built that way. I'm just saying most people are not. And so, and she just flat out said if she can't have that in the prenup, she's not getting married. And then he said, well, you're not gonna marry me or get the you ain't getting, you're gonna miss out on both, because I'm not marrying you and I'm not giving you the money for the
Right.
business. So, but to me, that sounded greedy to me,
No,
because
I agree with
now
you.
you
I
don't have
agree
a
with
husband,
you.
because you don't have a husband and you don't have the business. So I'm like, what was like? I don't understand. Like, why would somebody agree to that? I don't see, like, to me, I'm just saying, like, and I know you've been married before. I'm married, right? I think the last thing you want to do before you get married is discuss something like a business. And if you don't do this, just imagine before you got married or something, and your husband tells you, well, I'm gonna need this amount of money from you in order for me to marry you. Like, you're gonna have to do this fight. I mean, I don't know. That just sounds like transactional in a marriage.
It is transactional, and it's really as simple as, and it sounds elementary, but it really is as simple as treat others the way you want to be treated. Like you just gave that
Right.
example of, I don't think a person should be forced to invest. I know so many I call them hold them down women that they got with a guy, whether they were married or not, but their man asked them to invest, right? Invest this amount of money. And then it goes awry, and okay, you just lost five, six, seven, $10,000, and you get nothing out of it.
Right.
So it's one of those
Right.
things that you have to be comfortable with, that you have to want to do. If you don't want to do it, it should not be contingent upon the relationship. Otherwise, you are
Exactly.
murkying up the waters. Yeah, you're murkying up the waters. So I absolutely agree. My thing is always put yourself in the other person's shoes. Like, how would you feel if the shoe was on the opposite foot and this person put that into the agreement? Hey, if you don't invest in me, I won't marry you. So to me, it's really simple when you step back and just ask yourself, okay, how would I feel? But people don't do that.
Right. Right. And to me, I just like, I mean, my position is, um, like, you can't make demands like that for a business that ain't even in fruition. It ain't even
Hmm.
come to fruition yet. Like, I could see if you had like 5 years of showing profits or something, or you put time, but prior to you asking for him to give you money, you've already shown as a level of success. That may be a little different, maybe, but you
Hmm.
basically have no zero business, but you basically saying, I won't marry you unless you invest in this. That to me is just ridiculous. Like, who could, like, I just couldn't imagine um somebody asking me that and me wanting to marry them, and they just throw me off left field with that kind of shit. Like, that is crazy. Like, who does that? Like an ultimatum, almost.
A lot of people on that 90 Day Fiance, that show it's funny because it's so ridiculous. A lot of those people, most of those people, I think isn't that the one where they're foreigners, or is that Married at First Sight? But
Yeah.
they're in it. All of them are out to get something. It's not real love.
Right.
That's why I just watch it for entertainment.
Right. Right. But it's crazy though, because what I'm saying, because to me, I'm kind of curious why people don't use that show as a case against the Passport Brothers, because
People
basically most of
have.
those men, huh?
They have. I know Cynthia G
Oh, they
has.
have.
A lot of
Okay.
people.
Oh,
Yeah, they are. I've even done a show based on that. There was this
okay.
guy. I'll
Okay.
give you an example. Oh Lord, there's been a plenty of examples of it not working out, and these people just wanting a green card.
Right, right. And I was kind of like, because I'm gonna have to check because I've never heard. I mean, I've heard people reference and review some of the, but I've never seen. I guess I'm not watching certain content because I don't watch Cynthia G. But I understand certain people say because I feel like to me that show in itself should debunk the passport because there's a lot of guys in that position. I mean that married these women from these countries and they on some other time. They was basically being used. And I've seen the men do that to the women too.
Right.
You know,
And it shows that, like I said, I watched the show for entertainment, but it does show you how a lot of these foreigners think, and it doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman. You're literally
nah, it sure
there,
don't.
like, by getting with an American, you are that gold ticket, honey. You are that gold ticket. They're willing to marry you if you're ugly. They're willing to marry you if you're gross. They're willing to do anything for that green card. So yeah, I mean, I'm just being honest, but no, there are people who have compared the show with reality. Yeah.
Right, right. Yeah, it's crazy, man. I was just like just looking at that and looking at how you know these relationships just don't work, and it shows the likelihood. And you better off, you know, changing up your mindset and understanding that it's not all on the opposite sex. It's also things that you internally need to change if you want to attract certain women. And you having these superficial views of other women from other countries that's not real, and it's only for this. And a lot of them guys don't even marry those women. They go out there. They go there for the sex industry and they come back home. Most of them guys don't get
Mhm.
married, so they need to stop with this. I'm trying to find this the love of my life in the Philippines and all that stuff. They need to stop. Um, some of them actually be looking. What I can't stand to see Mahogany when I see a guy that's like my age with somebody 25, 26 years old. That looks
Well,
crazy, man. I'm sorry, man. Like, are you serious? Are you serious? Like, I could not dream if I was single, taking me dating somebody that's the age, almost the age of my daughter. Like, are you serious?
mhm.
Like, I'm 45 dating somebody that's 27.
Hey,
That is
Queen. Uh-huh.
that is so awkward. What's up, Queen? What's up, Nova? Real show.
Hey,
Like,
everybody.
yeah, I'm just like, but I mean, I saw, I text BM. I mean, I text we unlocked during the live stream and everything because I know that I know he's pretty because I told him the show is probably gonna get clipped and people gonna
Oh
review that show
yeah.
when they're talking. So I say, man, everybody gonna come and check your channel out because of that. And
Hmm.
he doing some real good numbers that he don't usually do because of her going over there. But like you were saying, she don't like challenging. So like on the panel, he's basically listening to her. He basically letting her, she pretty much got free range to kind of say whatever and talk and I get that. I mean, I understand, he trying to just hold the show down or whatever, but the minute somebody coming in and say something the opposite or discredit her, things like that, and I don't understand how she holding Charleston White as a voice for the black community, for black men. Of all people, you holding Charleston White as the. Are you serious? And that's what she did. She
Well,
was like, "Well, when I was on Charleston White, he said black men love degeneracy." And I'm like, "Lady, that's Charleston White. Come on, use your common sense."
well, like you were saying, welcome in everybody. With her, it's a lot about marketing, selling the book,
Right,
and the stuff that she has going on. Um, I do kind of wish that I think we unlocked did what he had to do, because and I think
right,
it is good.
exactly.
I'm glad that because I want to see his channel grow. He's a good brother,
Yeah,
just like
exactly.
you, and
That's
I
what I
want
said. Yeah, because I told
to.
him I was
Right.
happy that she was able to come on because that brings eyes to his channel. So I agree.
Yes, but what I would like to see, maybe like this show, maybe should have been just her talking her talking points, and then at the end maybe open panel, or maybe next time open panel. That way people feel comfortable enough to challenge, and let there be an understanding that yes, people are going, if we open up these panel, people are going to be able to challenge you or question, and just let it be. The thing about these things, you have to be clear about things in the beginning. If they're not clear in the beginning, it could be an absolute fiasco. But I'm happy for him. I'm glad to see him get those numbers. So I want to see us all win in the space. So growth is
Exactly.
good.
I agree. I agree. Right,
Yeah.
right. I agree. I agree, man. I'm glad, but I'm a lot of people told me that they really like the married men's panel that you did. I heard a lot of people,
Oh,
men and women, they actually really like watching it. They caught the replay. I thought that was real cool. It was real good to be on a panel where majority are all married men, because you're not used to seeing that. So but you just saw a totally different type of panel.
yes.
It
Oh,
was just totally
Queen,
different. The way.
it's yes, it's We Unlock Nation. But D, about that panel, and then I'm gonna let somebody else come up. But
Mm-hmm.
uh, about the panel, yeah, it was good. The reason I did, a lot of people don't know this, because I didn't realize a lot of my old videos are hidden. I've got to go through my channel and unhide some of my stuff. But I had done married women's panels in the past, but I had never done one with just the men. So I really wanted something different, and I wanted women to be able to see. I feel like there's a drought of women seeing black men say positive things about them. So you guys did a great job talking
Right.
about your wives and how you spoil your wives. It was just really nice to see. So that's all.
Right. Right. And I like, man, you didn't have all these people saying off the wall stuff. Every man that was on the panel said reasonable stuff, realistic. We didn't say all this off the wall crazy statements
Hmm.
and all this stuff, hate field, stuff, and I know, like, look, everybody's marriage is not the same. Every marriage has its ups and downs. Marriage is not an easy thing to maintain. You're gonna have and things that rocked around in the past or whatever. But I mean, I was just happy to see people say that and more realistic. I was happy to hear that.
D, you're breaking up. Oh, it's breaking up a little bit, sweetie. He's coming back, y'all. I don't have a rent, so I can't drop the link, but I'm gonna tell him to drop the link so you guys can join. I just hopped up to talk to him for a little bit. I'm about to go, but this was great. Yeah, that marriage show was really nice. Nice change. But yes, Princella was over on We Unlock Nation. Uh huh. Oh, let's wait and see. Oh, there you
Can you hear
are.
me? Yeah,
Now
it
I
kind
can
of
hear
went out.
you.
Oh, go ahead. Okay.
No, it's
Yeah.
okay.
So,
I actually was gonna hop down and just listen, but I think you need to drop the link again, possibly.
oh, okay. I'll go ahead and drop the link if anybody want to come up. But yeah, I'm a definitely. I mean, because I went live, so I know I'm gonna probably catch the latter half of his replay
Okay.
of that to kind of see what everything else transpired once they opened up the panel. Hey, Miss Queen, what's up?
What's going on?
Hey,
What you doing in Dallas?
I got a business in Dallas.
Do you?
he
Yeah.
did.
I didn't know that.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I've been in Dallas um from 2015 to 20. I left in 2020, no, 21 because of COVID. My
Mm-hmm.
business went down due to COVID and everything. So then I left for a year and came back in 22.
Oh, well, go to
Yeah, so
TD's and get a
I
potato.
left for a year. Huh?
Go to TD's barbecue, get a potato,
Hello?
and take a picture of it so I can see it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he
How
gonna
you
sell it
doing?
off again.
Yeah, how you doing, Queen?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good, sweetie. It's good to see you. I actually am about to leave, but I wanted to make sure I said hello to you. Yeah, Princella was on We Unlock's channel. You guys, I'm gonna go because I gotta walk
Oh
my dog.
wow, he got Princella over there.
It was good. It was okay. but my dog is crying for me, so I'm gonna drop down and I'm gonna just listen. Okay, bye bye.
Oh, okay. So did you watch the show with We Unlock, or you don't watch this channel?
I don't go to people channel that don't come to mine. Like if I
You
support you
so
and you see me supporting you and you still don't come by and say hi, fuck your channel.
matter
So
of fact, I remember you saying something about that. Talking about I've been promoting channels that I'm stopping. I remember it was about a month ago. You were saying I'm gonna stop doing some of the stuff I'm doing.
yeah, and I did. And I don't
You
even go
surely
by his
did.
channel. He'll go and people chat, hey Miss Queen, don't speak to me, nigga.
You something else. Serious, really?
I mean, reciprocity is the law of my ox. You understand?
Yeah, you right.
So
You
don't
right.
be committing sin against me, okay? Because the black woman is God.
Yes, indeed. But I get it, man. I mean, I agree though, man. You can't you can deal with people that deal with you. You know,
Right.
like you can't um just spread your wings to everybody, and then they don't do it. Some of that gotta be taken down a notch. I get that.
You know these people out here hating on the sister. That's all that is. It's all right though.
You silly. Hey, you doing your thing though. You doing your thing. See, you been there.
I'm
I
trying to
like
stay in
seeing
the house.
your workout videos where you got like one. You know how you do like. Do you set up two different cameras, or how you do that? Like you got two cameras on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cause
Yeah, I'm still working out production. Like people don't understand. Being a content creator is a lot of work. It's a whole lot of
yes, it
behind the
is.
scenes and stuff and overhead costs and stuff like that. That's why, like, for people that create content, especially for channels I see that's struggling, if I come over there and help you and you can't help me back, yo, all right, you stay over here with your struggle face. Because you don't know how to work well with others. That's what they used to put on your report card when you was in school, right? Translate it into your adulthood. We can tell.
I get you. You can't support everybody. I mean, that's just and you just got to realize you got to just deal with those who deal with you. That's how that works. And you just let the chips fall the way they will, per se.
But y'all said it was
So
y'all said it was a good show.
yeah, it actually was a good show. He kind of what she really liked is for you to just let her talk, which is what he did. But I get being that because he wasn't expecting her because she just came to his channel. Because I mean he put her name in the title, so I guess she was kind
Oh,
of maybe yeah he put her name in the title, so he was curious to see to see what he was talking about. So once she kind of saw I guess whether she agreed with what he was saying or was whatever, then she decided to come up, and chop it up with him for a little bit, which she did, and I get that because I mean, um, some of them guys on some of those panels they do be doing too much. I mean, but you're gonna get criticized, but some of them like some of the guys like a lot of people were critical of how she was treated on the Lapeef show.
mm-hmm.
Um, for me, I ain't think she was treated no different than any other person because they be acting a fool over there. But there were people who was highly upset with that. So I just felt like it was just how the Lapeef show is, how they do
I
everybody.
mean,
But
I'm gonna explain it to you like this. Me, Lapeef, I wouldn't go over there. Fight Club, I wouldn't go over there because I know how they get down.
right,
However, if the people that own those shows came to me and said, "Hey, Queen, we want you to come over," first thing I'm getting straight is them motherfuckers not gonna talk to me like that. You understand?
right,
And if they say, "Okay, that won't happen," then I expect to be treated a certain way. If that
right.
happened with her, I can understand why. But if she went over there and they didn't have that understanding on the back end, then that's her bad. She shouldn't took her ass over there.
Now, what I heard was this: there were people saying that the Lapeef people from the Lapeef show said she just came on the panel. Then I'm hearing people say that she was invited. So I don't know what was the situation? Because when she left, they were saying live that hey, she just came up and took the link. You know what I'm saying?
And I said,
And
I heard
then
she took her audience with her like her name was Malcolm X. That's what I heard.
she sure did. Yeah, but see, her audience, she do that everywhere. I mean, that ain't the first time she did that to Sister George and Concrete Rock. When she left, she took her audience.
I
that
mean,
that
they was
ain't that
still
ain't.
there though.
Yeah, I mean,
Probably because they was
yeah, to a
women.
certain, huh?
I said probably because they was women.
I yeah, maybe I guess. But they all left, so but I mean, they did that. I mean, I've seen other people do that too. I mean, when they leave, so they feel like they being, and I think her people also felt that she was mistreated. So I think that's probably another reason why they all left, because they didn't like. But you got to understand, when you go on those panels, I don't care what you agree to. You taking a risk. You taking a risk. They can promise this and that, but if they feel a certain way, that's how they're gonna act. That's how they do. You know, People
Mm-hmm.
try to set you. They set you up. They say, "Oh yeah, we're gonna be respectful. We're gonna, we're gonna let you." Then sooner or later, they bring up somebody you don't like, or they start talking crazy and all that shit. I didn't see that happen to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
she not the first that happened to. People go through that all the time on YouTube, where they thought that they was gonna get treated a certain way, then they get set up.
Oh yeah, I leave. I ain't got time for that.
Right. So
I
yeah,
learned
so
the
yeah,
hard
we
way
we
though.
you say you learned the hard way.
Yeah, I got my battle scars over there with SKC.
Oh Lord, I could have warned you of that.
I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? I was just now because I just used to get up here and record my 10-minute videos and get off. I
Oh,
wasn't used
okay.
to networking with people. So SKC was like my first foot in the door into
It's
networking on YouTube. Baby, when I tell
wow.
you they took
You went to
I'm
the wrong place.
I'm talking about in the Lions Den. I came in guns just getting ate up, just tore up. They was tearing my ass up, boy.
That was nothing but SYSBM up in there.
I didn't had no idea. I didn't even know what a SYSBN was.
Nothing but SYSBM. Nothing but them. They probably had altruism and all them fools over there. And what's the other guy that's a shit
This funny, that fool thought I put a curse on him.
put a curse on them.
Yeah, cause see what had happened was I used to go over there and have conversations with SKC. And we used to have fairly decent conversations. Well,
Right.
a truism and Trey didn't like that shit. So
Oh, okay.
one thing I did do when I was first started, I and I still do it now. If I'm engaged in conversation, I don't generally pay attention to the chat until I'm done saying what I need to say. So SKC and I are talking. I'm not looking at the chat. I should have been looking at the chat. They was down there in that chat, turn my ass up. I didn't have no idea. When I finally looked at the
Yeah,
chat, I was like, why is these people in here talking to me like this?
man.
And we kept
That's
talking
what
about,
SKC do.
they was sitting there talking about welfare and baby mamas. And I'm like, what the hell going on in the chat? I ain't never been no baby mama. I ain't never been on no welfare. I'm a
Right.
married woman. I've been married almost 20 years.
Right.
And I shouldn't have said that. That shit pissed them off. Because they whole
Yeah,
narrative.
because they couldn't come at you a certain way. No, that's why.
Right. And I didn't know. I didn't know what. I finally asked my husband, what is SYSBM? And he explained it to me. I was like, oh, shit. But good mother
Yeah.
told me to go over there. So
Oh,
there's
she
that.
set you up, and that
Mm.
you would listen to her of all
I didn't
people.
know. That was the first person to come to
Oh
my
my
channel.
God,
She was the
man.
wait. She was the first person to come to my channel and comment on my videos. When I went over there to her channel, she hadn't done no. This is before she got into it with Bum Cherry and them. She was over there talking about feminism and shit. So I
She got
was
yeah.
like,
We got into it. I went to her channel. She got mad at me when Prophet of Thought series, and she had me come to her channel and shit, trying to talk about feminism and all this shit. We talked for a good 3 hours, and then she tried to set up. She tried to talk shit about Bomb Cherry. She did that same shit with me, talking about Bomb Cherry was putting some shit. I don't know what she said. Talking about she was putting Benadryl in the baby milk and all this other shit. She was doing all kind of crazy shit.
yeah, see, I didn't really, cause I don't get engaged in too much shit. So I didn't really know what the woman was doing. I just knew she commented on my videos when I went to her channel. All I heard her talking about was
Right.
feminism. And I was like, okay. And I said, well, I don't like to do all that screaming and hollering and shit. I like to go somewhere where I can have a decent conversation. She said, go over there to
Conversation.
SKC's channel. They have he have great conversations. Which he did, I ain't gonna lie.
Shit.
But them two niggas, Trey and the
Man, that nigga.
Trillium, it started with Trey. Trey was cussing me out, calling me everything but a child of God. So what I did was, I'm a cuss.
Trade the MBD.
Yeah.
Like he still with that dirty Dominican.
I don't know what the hell that nigga
That's what
with.
I tell her. He not because he
Well,
keep trying to throw that in people's face. I'm like, nigga, stop. They both from Houston. Trey from Houston and SKC.
oh, Trey, I didn't know Trey was from Houston. I don't know where the nigga from.
Yeah,
I just don't.
yeah. They man, I've been dealing. Man, I took a break from them. They was on that same silly ass shit. They've been doing that for years.
Yeah, I
It's
didn't
just
know
the
who they were.
same old, same old.
Trey come up there cussing me out. I think he cussed me out because I called Alice a bitch. I'm like, I don't know that woman. I ain't got no obligation to that lady. So I told that woman leave me alone so she get what she got. So that was his license. Yeah, he need to defend the white lady with the gold teeth in her mouth. Okay, go
Who
ahead.
gold teeth in the mouth? Who? What lady with gold teeth?
Alice. You
Alice.
remember Alice?
No, who is that?
Alice is this white girl from Georgia that live in a house with her parents and her two illegitimate children.
Uh, I don't know that person.
Mm.
I don't. I'm trying to figure out who channel would she be on. I don't.
She hung out over there. She was at SKC's when I was over there. Because when I went over there, it was a Latina patriot, Alice, good mother, and this chick named Catalina. Them was the staple women that would be around there. That
All
Alice,
non-black women.
yeah, they
All
wasn't
non-black
black.
women.
They
Exactly.
weren't black. And then Alice kept coming for me. And I'm like, bitch, you can't come for me. You got two bastards by two different men. So not only is you a baby mama two times, and don't neither one of the niggas pay child support. So that means
Eh,
you was giving pussy to two no good niggas.
Oh, they was both black men.
No, they white dudes.
Or there was two white men that wasn't paying for them.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
And she
she's sitting up
want to
there.
talk.
Yes. And SKC trying to talk to me. And I'm like, how y'all keep, they kept trying to send women up there to come for me. And I said,
Really?
y'all disrespectful as fuck. I said, because the
Wow.
least you could do is go find some
Yeah.
married women to come say something to me. Y'all sitting these divorced, never been married, star ass bitches up here to try to say something to me. Stop sending y'all hoes up here to try to correct me.
That's
And
funny.
so it
That's
was a
funny.
hot mess. But that's how I learned how you get set up on YouTube. Fucking around with SKC and Teapot. I don't fuck with Teapot. Teapot let a white man talk up under my clothes.
Man, Teapot let people say, man, he had that ridiculous race game bullshit. Man, he'll get up there and let all kind of white people say all kind of shit. I still fuck with Teapot because I still
I
like him,
don't
but
fuck with
man,
Teapot
I
because
be like, man, come on, man, you got.
I helped him with that ridiculous race game. The first ridiculous race game he had, I was on it. Anytime Teapot asked me to be on one of his shows, I was there. Teapot was mistreating the fuck out of me to get, I guess, to get in good standards with them niggas. And I'm like, I ain't ever stood you up or none of that
Yeah,
shit. He let that white man sit up there and say the most egregious motherfucking shit to me and just let him keep doing it. I do not fuck with Teapot.
right. Yeah, he be letting them say. I mean, he let people say all kind of racist ass shit with racist undertones and shit, and talking about well, black people on Section 8 and they how they gonna get reparations? Just say all kind of dumb. I'm like, man, Teapot, are you serious? Like, stop, man. Come on, man. You let these people say all this shit. You let them, use ways of getting out their racism to make it seem like they ain't racist and shit. Like they having an intelligent conversation and they saying all this crazy ass shit. I said
Yep,
you
that's
couldn't
why
go to they on they sector and do that shit.
he not gonna go on they second and do that shit. But he talked all that shit.
Exactly.
I can use this, I can do that, and this. Well, bitch, that's why my numbers look better than yours now, you old fuck nigga. Now what?
Man, I hadn't watched Teapot. He's still on command. I ain't know. I don't get notified. I don't know if I don't think I unsubscribed, but I don't never.
So I used to
It's
go over there to Teapot channel and it wouldn't be nobody in the motherfucking chat. I used to go in his shit and drop a cash app on his shit. So he can put it up on the screen so motherfuckers could come in there. So you gonna
yeah.
shit on me and you gonna let these motherfuckers disrespect me and I'm trying to help your motherfucking channel out. And then after
Shit.
I told him this what he did, after he did that shit with me, um, it was Woman Spirit and her crew that came over there to help me when Teapot let all that shit go on. I didn't notice that they was in the chat because, like I said, when I'm talking, I don't be paying attention to the chat. I didn't notice that it was in there until I got off the damn panel. So I go over there to talk to them after I left Teapot's show. And Teapot comes sending me an email after that shit talking about, do I know how to get in contact with Woman Spirit? I said, you fucking crazy. You think I would give you another black woman's information after what the fuck you just did to me?
Right. Right.
I said, Teapot, you owe me a fucking apology. I don't owe you anything and something. You decide what you gonna do. Okay, bitch. You got it. So then he gonna go over there to SKC channel and try to grandstand on me over there. I got up there, I cussed his old ass out. SKC put me off the panel.
Wow. Wow. That's the kind of shit they be doing, man. But I don't think I watched Teapot in shit over a year, man. It's been a long ass time since I watched Teapot.
Yeah, don't nobody fuck with Teapot after that ridiculous race game bullshit.
I actually thought he killed the channel because I used to get his notifications all the time.
No, he's still over there. People stopped watching him after that whole ridiculous race game debacle because he would go, that shit was rigged.
Talking about the debates.
Yeah, the debates would be rigged.
Oh yeah, all that shit rigged.
And and I knew it was rigged, especially when it came to me because I said, oh, I want to do a debate. Because nobody was coming over. He had to cancel his 2 shows, the 2 Saturdays before, because people had stopped coming over because he would have that ridiculous race game or those debates. But people that would like be on the pro black side or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
they he would set it up to where, they couldn't get their arguments in and they would always fucking lose. So they got tired of the little slick ass shit Teapot was doing and they stopped coming over there. So he had to
Man,
cancel. Huh?
He canceled the debates.
He had to cancel 2 of his shows 2 weeks in a row on a Saturday because nobody was showing up. So
Oh wow.
I said, well, we can do Miss Sunkiss against the world. Since, I was like, shit, motherfuckers like to talk all kind of shit to and about me in the chat. They can come up here and get on the panel and talk their shit. I throw myself out there. He sent me an email. He said, what do you want to debate? I said, I want to debate that the disrespect between black men and black women is mutual between both of them. So this fool create the show and says Miss Sunkiss wants to debate respect. And that's it. He didn't put it between black men and black women. He just put
Right.
respect. So, um, usually he will schedule those shows at least 3 days to a week in advance. The show never got
Okay.
scheduled. So we looking at 4 hours before the show's supposed to start. I shoot him an email. I'm like, yo, are you still doing the show tonight? He don't respond to me. 30 minutes after I
Why
shoot
did?
him that email, that's when he posts the show. So now I got 4 hours to get myself ready, create a video in a short to let my audience know to come over here and support me on this other channel. It was a setup, so I'll be over there by myself.
Wow.
So
That's
then,
crazy.
here's the most crazy part. When the show get ready to start, he like, oh, you already got 3 challenges. Guess who my challenges
What?
are? Fucking
SKC and
no, wrong.
who was
Alice,
it?
Alice, fucking Harley, fucking Good Mother.
Oh Lord. Really?
Those are my challengers.
So they just wanted y'all to argue again.
Well, we're not gonna argue because I'm not an argumentative type person unless you get under my skin and you say some dumb shit. We're gonna have a conversation because I want to understand why you think what you think, and I want you to understand me. So let's talk about it. So,
Right.
Good Mother thought that I thought black people's problems was unique and special. And I was like, no, the fuck it's not. I said, I don't think our problems are special. White folks got the same shit going on. I said, the difference is white folks shit is covered by media. It's hidden. It's not like ours. Our shit just out here open like we just the worst motherfuckers in the planet. I said, but no,
Right.
I said, this poor white folks that do trifling ass shit. Like these motherfuckers around here raising grandkids and they about 90 years old with newborns. I said, they go on in the black community too. So then me and her start having a conversation. T-Pop kick her off the panel. He make her leave because he didn't want us to talk. Alice come up there. Alice talking about, I want to debate. I forgot what she said. He said between black men and black women. Alice stuttering and shit because she can't have a debate with me on that because she don't know shit about it. So she like,
Right.
well, I want to debate some shit. She said, I said, ain't no debate there because I'm not against that. Oh, son, kids, do you know how a debate work? I know how a
Yeah.
debate work, but you can't make me debate some shit I don't find debatable. So then T-Pop talking about, well, y'all can debate twerking. What?
Twerking.
Twerking.
Who the fuck wanted to? What the fuck are you? Really?
You want me to sit up
Now
here and
y'all
debate
just
this white girl about twerking?
Lord. That's
Yeah.
silly.
Yeah. So then Harley come up and she was taking on the persona of a single mother, blaming the man for the fact that she's a single mother. I'm like, no,
Yeah,
you
but
gotta take
you've been a single mother 2 times though. Like, what you gonna blame both men
no.
and not yourself?
This was Harley. Harley got up there basically to have a show because like nobody was coming up. Nobody came up because Teapot didn't advertise the show correctly. So nobody was there.
Okay.
So then
Wow.
that white dude, the one, I can't remember his name, but it's a white boy that claimed to be polygynist and shit. He brings his ass up there. This man started talking about how my labia is all long and drag on the ground and all kind of old weird ass shit.
Are you serious?
Yeah, look, this is the crazy part. This is supposed to be a debate. This man is not debating me about nothing. This man is just trying to degrade me on the fact that I'm a black woman and this and nothing the fuck more. And I was like, yo, this shit is not cool. I was like, you not gonna sit up here and talk to me and you ain't married to none of these women sitting up here talking about you polygynist. That shit is illegal, you ignorant bastard. What is you sitting up here talking about? So we going back and forth. Finally, this dude named Mel, the only black person to show up. Now, on a
Right.
debate that I want to have with other black people about black issues, the only black person to show up was a dude named Mel. Mel comes up there. Me and Mel finna have a debate. Do you know that T-Pop was finna let that white boy sit up there on that panel while me and this man had this debate? I had to say, so you just gonna let him sit up here? I said, but when Good Mother was up here and we was having a conversation, you put her off the panel. I said, when me and Harley started to have a conversation, you put her off the panel. I said, Alice, no, me and her don't get along. So when our debate was over, she went on and got off. I said, but you just really gonna let this man sit up here? That's when he asked that man to leave.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't fuck with T-Pot.
Oh wow.
But he was
What's
doing
going
little
on,
hoe ass
Just
shit like
Jay?
that. Huh?
What's going on? I see Miss J up in there. What's going on? I saw a live stream this morning. Good live stream this morning. But go ahead, baby.
Yeah, that's why people stopped going over there to T-Pot's channel, because T-Pot was doing look. That he did to me, he was doing it to them other folks too. He do little
Wow.
slick ass shit behind the scenes and act like he ain't doing nothing, like we stupid and we don't see what the fuck going on.
Yeah, I stopped debating over there because I mean I used to do the debates and stuff. I would win the debate, but if the debate full of people that's red pilling, I mean, so what he'll do is they'll give you topics that he know the people are not going to agree. Like whatever if you in the negative or the positive, whatever, he's going to give a topic that he know that the majority of his that's going to attract the people who like to watch his show.
Right.
So so like I just got tired of having those kind of debates. Like, man, like you want to debate some shit about black women and single motherhood or some shit, like the little shit like where they gonna already think a certain way. So I'm like, I'm not wasting my time, because number one, it's not really an intellectual topic, but more or less it really, why debate something with Negroes that no matter how well you debate the topic, they're gonna vote a certain way regardless. So why waste your time? So that's the reason why I stopped
Yeah, and I didn't have no
coming
problem
over
with
there.
it. My thing was, since I already knew that that's what they was gonna do, I would just bring my audience over there. That way, it's a little bit more even. You know
Right,
what I'm saying? So, but he didn't put the debate out in a timely enough fashion for me to be able to alert my audience, and that shit pissed me off because I see what kind of whole ass shit you doing. Then you won't get up here and let this one thing for Trey and the truism to do what the fuck they doing. It's a whole nother situation for you to sit up here and let this white boy talk up under my motherfucking clothes. Like, nigga, what the fuck wrong with you? Like,
right.
are you fucking kidding me right now? No, I ain't. I lost all respect for Teapot after that. Like, that's some whole ass nigga shit there.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. He know better than that, man. Doing that kind of shit, letting that man. But I always had issues with him letting white folks get up there, and I already told him, like, man, he let white folks get up there talking shit about black people and shit, and trying to bring up what black people do and don't do, and all. I'm like, man, what is, like, niggas? Come on, Teapot, like, come on, man, like, nigga, you want to act that much of a coon? Stop. No,
Yeah,
but that's their opinion. Everybody got their, man. I'm like, nigga, stop.
that's an opinion, and then there is just some shit you don't let happen. Like,
Yeah, man. I'm like, come
ain't
on,
no
man.
white
Like,
boy got no business under my motherfucking clothes. One,
right,
he white and I'm black. Let's start with that. Okay. In America. Okay. Period. Nigga, no. Okay. Then, nigga, I am a married ass woman. I don't be on these panels flirting with niggas and shit. Why is you letting this man talk to me like this? If I'm
right,
telling you I don't appreciate what he doing, he needs to stop or I'm supposed to go, and you continue to let it go on. Like, how you don't figure your ass disrespectful?
right. Yeah, man. That's crazy, man. That shit was out of line. But
I
he,
said,
man, but he
oh,
do let him get on there and say that's. Nah, I actually told him, man, you let these motherfuckers, because I know the time when I first met Good Mother, it was her and two other white men and shit talking about the government, talking about talking about black people and racism ain't real, And T-Pie would even say, talking about, man, D-Darrell, how you gonna complain about racism, man? Ain't no racism. I'm like, nigga, stop. Like, we not even having this conversation. You know, and he'll be up there like in agreement with them and shit. I'm like, man, stop.
Yeah,
I
because
said,
at the
I know
time,
you,
go
huh?
ahead.
I said, I know you trying to do this for the sake of a show, but goddamn, you know, you can only do that shit to a certain extent. Like now you start to look foolish.
Oh, he didn't care because
You know?
he said SKC and them hyping him up that this was the shit to do and all that type of shit. And that's what
And then
had.
another thing,
Mhm.
they wasn't really supporting his channel
Nope.
unless he had certain topics that they
Yep.
like.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I'm like, man, and I don't even know why he would try to get they wasn't even donating to the dude, man. Like they wasn't even supporting him like that. And that was the thing I tried to bring. I was like, man, you up here caping for these niggas. They don't even support you like that.
Nope.
Like for real, for real.
Sure
They
did.
don't even
I seen.
they don't, man. Like nigga, you gotta talk about some shit about black women or black or Pookies and Ray Rays and shit for them niggas to come over. Like, you
Yep.
know what I'm saying? I'm up there debating niggas about uh shit. I forgot about colorism and then something about you know, should black men be stepfathers and all this other shit like that. I know that you know they gonna feel a certain type of way about. Man, I stopped doing that shit. I
Yeah,
let that
it
shit.
was always rigged toward that type of shit. Which didn't bother me by all means. If you can create your content, create your content. But like, nigga, if you can hit me up on the email and I show up because I'm supporting your channel, then you at the very least, you should give me some common human decency and respect. At the very
Right.
least.
Yeah, man, you
No.
can't have people talking to you any kind of way and shit and just saying all kind of random ass disrespectful ass shit and you just supposed to like
I just want to
accept
sit there
that.
and take it. Like, what? Hey, he can have his opinion, but this your platform. I wouldn't let nobody come over there and talk to your
Yeah,
old ass.
you still gotta you still have to show people respect, man. But like I said, man, he used to let wife, man, he used to let, and he'd be like, "Oh, D Darrell, you know, you pro black." And yeah, I'm pro black. You motherfucking right, I'm pro black. And I'm like, damn, like, but shit, you knew that when I came in, shit. But
Me
damn, you
too.
just let motherfuckers say egregious ass shit, fucking white. And then I'm like, dude, and I told her about her ass, trying to talk about. She tried to run some shit on me. Oh, she okay. She dumped. Let me get him back in there. She tried to talk about when she was like, you know, her husband was mixed, right?
Yeah.
And so she tried to say some shit about when she was in Germany on the base, talking about the black women, those bitches, and all this shit. And I was like, wait, I said, hold on. Like, what the fuck you like every time, you know, just mean bitches. And then I just kept saying, they're talking about the black women was acting like they owned him and like, you know, what are you doing with him? And I say, you know, you know what? I said, when you in an interracial relationship, you do understand that's part of the deal, right? Like
Right.
just like the shit he got to deal with your family and people that look like you that say all kind of shit to him that he got to deal with. You don't want to talk about that shit. I never witnessed nobody ever. I said that's a goddamn lie. You know, trying to act
It
like
happens on
the
both
white
sides.
the huh?
I say that shit happens on both sides, white and black.
Exactly. She up there acting like he getting treated so well from her family and shit, and other people that the white people not was only the black women. It's only these black bitches and all this shit.
Shit, his
I was
family
like,
probably
hold
talk
on,
all
man.
kind of shit behind his back.
Yeah, exactly, man.
So
She'll be out with that. What's up? What's up, man? What's up, Dante?
Yeah, I had to come up here because I heard Sunshine talk about how Teapot up there cooling for them white folks over there. So I had to add my little input on it. Teapot ain't
Oh,
Teapot ain't
damn.
the yeah. Teapot ain't the only one that be around here cooning and shining up here putting white folks in black folks issues or whatever. Black state it's certain issues that white folks do not have no place of even speaking up on certain things, especially when it comes to black folks issues. When it comes to black issues, keep the white folks out of it. They ain't got shit to do with it.
Fuck all that. Fuck all
Right,
that. I'm
right.
a yeah. Fuck. Excuse me. Forget about all that. I'm an equal opportunist, and I think people got a right to express themselves. Nah, express yourself right well amongst your people. My struggles is different from your struggles. My issues are different from yours. Whatever you have, whatever your opinion is you keep it amongst yourself, amongst your peers. When it comes to
Right,
black
right,
issues, stay out of it.
right. Man, he be letting them speak on shit, man. I didn't like that one bit.
I don't know
That
what
that
he
that's
do
that's
now because the last couple of times I went over there when he was going live, because I don't know if he went live because I stopped going over there, but I went to go look. His numbers was low as fuck. When nobody going over there, nobody was in his live streams and all of this shit. And I'm like, that's what the fuck you get. That's what you get. You got exactly what you deserve. You
he said
got
that's
what
what
you
he get.
deserve. Yeah, that's what you get. I'm telling you, like that's why I said if I don't see people supporting my channel, I'm not gonna support theirs because I know the value I bring to your shit when I come to it. I'm not trying to come and be no least to nobody's channel. YouTube is a business. I assume that most of the people that's create content is trying to get a bag in some kind of way. So I'm not trying to come to your
Right,
channel and disrupt your shit. I'm trying to enhance your shit as well as when you come to mine. I expect you to come with the same motherfucking attitude. So I'm over there
right.
trying to help this man with his platform, whether I agree with what he doing or not. I'm here to help, and you gonna mistreat the fuck you, nigga. And that's all right. I said what I needed to say in the capacity that I could, and I'm gonna just watch God handle your ass. And I watch them numbers go down to like 3. That's the fuck you get, bitch. You
Well, you
had
know. Oh, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
he had 3 views
I,
on his
I,
shit.
I didn't know this though, Queen. I didn't know y'all had this.
Oh, I ain't finished telling you. Okay, so I'm going over there talking to SKC. Truism got mad because I called Alice a bitch. So that's his reason for talking to me all crazy. Every opportunity this nigga saw me on SKC panel because it's the only place we would ever meet up. The only place. So whenever I was on the panel, he would bring his ass up there. Now to make sure that I'm not crazy, see motherfuckers, they be trying to play me like I'm some kind of damn dummy. I be like, Queen ain't no dummy. So what I started doing was I would sit in the bushes of SKC streams, and SKC would drop the link and nobody would go up. So after this happened about 3 or 4 times, the fourth time I click the link. I get up there. 5 minutes after I click the link, here comes Trey motherfucking ass. Then he get up there talking about you wanna you come up here to see me. No, bitch, I come over here to talk to the host of the channel. I don't come. Do you see me at your channel? If I wanted to see you or talk to you, I'd come to your channel. I don't fuck with you. Why is you following me around this man's channel? You fucking idiot. So he kept on with the bullshit. So I'm a content creator. You know I got the spiritual channel. So I went over there and I created a little spiritual video or series. And I posted them. And them niggas was mad. You know, Truism just came back, right? Hello? Can y'all hear me? Hello? Is anybody home? Oh, can y'all hear me? Okay, then does say feel like D the rail is on mute. Okay. Anyway, so oh you hear me just fine. Okay. So um Truism, before he took his little hiatus, I'm doing a live stream. That nigga comes over there to my channel, all up in the back chat of my stream yard, talking about some remove the curse. Take the curse off. Nigga, what? What the fuck is you talking about? So my little content, they interpreted it as a curse. And I don't know what the fuck happened. I just know that nigga went away for a long time. And then I'm up here by myself. What is D Darrell doing? He done got lost in Dallas. Mm-mm-mm.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that. The thing was messing up. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I made a series of videos
Uh
with
huh.
Trey. Um they look like, or they interpret them to be um Hoodoo videos. They thought I cursed them. They felt like I cursed them. That's how they felt.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you know, a truism just got back to YouTube, right?
Right.
So right before he left YouTube, he came over to my live stream, and I would not let him on the panel. And he was in the back chat talking about remove the curse, take that curse out. Woo 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 woo. So I don't know what the fuck was going on with that nigga. And next thing I know, you didn't see his ass no more. So now he back and he done created a whole nother channel.
Are you serious?
Yeah, when I was over there on when I did the show with Sister George and the Concrete.
Yeah, yeah.
He came in the chat talking about something about some Sun G's. So
And G's.
Sun G's.
Okay.
So he had a different name. It was the Storm Crow comes back return, some fucking shit. I blocked his ass because I don't fuck with a truism. Because when I tell you this nigga was having erotic breakdowns about how
Was he trying to sing and all this shit, singing and dancing and shit?
he told me that I love to hear him sing, and he started doing this song shit. Then he started talking about how I
He do
want.
that everywhere.
He told me how I want him to screw me. I want him to do this, that, and the third. I was like, see, this that crazy shit I'm talking about right here. But he
Can y'all
felt
hear
like,
me? Sorry for cutting you off. Can y'all hear me?
yes, we can hear you.
Sorry about that. I lost connection. Continue.
So he had convinced himself that I had some kind of attraction to him, and I'm like, nigga, I wouldn't fuck you with prostitute pussy. So what is you talking about? Leave me alone. What part of I don't want to talk to neither one of you niggas don't y'all understand? Why do y'all keep following me around trying to engage? I don't want to engage with you. Okay. And they wouldn't stop. So I did my little videos and everybody and their mama over there in their camp was mad. She putting hoodoo curses on people.
Right. That's
Okay.
crazy.
Well, if you feel like it's a hoodoo curse, then perhaps you shouldn't be fucking with a hoodoo motherfucker. That's all I'm saying. I will not confirm nor deny what the fuck was going on, but I did say leave
I'm
me
all the
alone.
time till I ran them off.
What you say?
I said they used to come to my channel all the time till I ran them off.
They ignorant.
Who y'all talking about? Because I couldn't hear what y'all was talking about. My connection was gone. Who y'all talking about again?
I was talking about Trey and a truism, but that's how I got my
Oh,
introduction into all the crazy shit that can happen to you on panels. I got it over there at SKC's channel. That's where I learned.
okay.
Uh,
That red pill Mansfield shit. When you said SKC, okay.
Yeah, that name speak for itself.
that's where I learned how motherfuckers get down on YouTube. I learned over there, and that's why I conduct myself the way I do on these YouTube streets because SKC and T-Pie taught me. Goddamn it.
Yeah, they sure did. You went to the worst,
That's
especially
all.
over there with SKC.
I got hip. Yeah, I got hip to Teapot a while ago, man. That's why I stopped watching him. I'm like, this nigga ain't nothing but a. He called himself equal opportunist when it come to panel being a panelist. He called himself being fair balance, but he ain't nothing but another red pill nigga.
Right. He loved talking about like stuff about like people worshiping they mom and all this kind of stuff, and the mom can't do no wrong and all that kind of mess. He used to do a bunch of shows like that. He used to do
That's,
CPS shows and stuff on that, and like people with government assistance and all that shit. He used to love doing stuff like that.
I just want to know if his mama locked his ass in the closet and didn't feed his ass. Cause nigga, what's wrong with you?
No telling, man.
that nigga got
Everybody got
drama.
a story.
That nigga got trauma. He got trauma. He don't want to tell you, even though he a married man up here talking about
They
black
all got a
women's
story.
issues. He's trauma. Somebody traumatized. Somebody traumatized his ass. Either his mama, either was it a high school girlfriend. He had trouble because ain't no way a married man should be sitting up here going in and talking about black women all goddamn day. Talk about black women issues. What you know what I'm saying? What they should and what black women ain't doing and what black women did. When you got a whole fucking wife, you should be attending to.
Well, I don't know what he do now. I ain't been over there. I just know the last time I went over there, wasn't nobody over there. It was like, that's what your bitch ass get.
Yeah, that's what he get up there trying to have motherfucking white folks going in on and people's issues. Yeah. Oh, when you brought up teapot, I'm like, damn, I ain't heard that word that name in a while because I ain't watched his ass in some years now.
Hell, ain't nobody watching his ass. Nobody's watching him. He get what he deserves.
Yeah, you speaking of bias, he biased. He's biased. When when them Negroes get up on them panels talking that red pill up there debating people about that red pill jargon they be talking about, he be biased.
The bias don't bother me. It's all the other stuff. I
All
don't
that other
mind.
crap.
Yeah. Up,
Now,
D the
oh,
real self again.
I used to see him on panels on them fucking red pill dude panels and Mansfield dude panels.
Uh-huh.
Talk just yeah, talking the same crap that they talk about. Nothing different. You don't have anything to counteract on their talking points or nothing. Everything is the same.
I find it very odd. I think it's strange how married men be sitting up there having the same conversation as all these unmarried or divorced dudes. That shit is weird to me.
Yeah, it's weird because it have you thinking why you got your whole good life, you married, quote unquote, a happy married man, but you up here going in on black women issues and you know what's up with that? You know, just going in on black women, just critiquing, sitting up critiquing black women like you know what I'm saying, like you ain't never had pussy in your life, or you ain't, you know, you just don't got no girlfriend, period.
It's
Like,
crazy.
yeah, like I say, some of these dudes do not want to get.
No, you going out again, huh?
Yeah, I thought that was me, but I guess that probably,
That's Dante.
can you hear us?
I hear
I
you.
think you can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, you going in and out, but I guess he going in and out too. So I don't know if you can hear me, but how long you gonna be in Dallas? In and out, up. Okay, you kind of borging a bit.
Hold on. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be here till tomorrow morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've been there since Friday. Friday morning, Friday afternoon.
Well, what you eat while you was there?
Shit, I just had. I mean, I ain't have nothing like special or nothing like yesterday. I've been like eating different, man. I don't eat like I've been eating I had grilled chicken yesterday and stuff and some brown rice with lemon on it, with some vegetables. And then today I ate at this little Chinese restaurant, and I had like stir fried rice with chicken and vegetables in it.
You ain't go to TD. Get you some Rudy's chicken, some
Where?
house or some. Say what?
You say what place?
Some Rudy's,
Rudy's
some
Chicken?
TDs, Rudy's chicken.
Okay, I'm at to look it up. I'll look it up.
Oh wow, you ain't never been to Rudy's?
Nope.
That line be wrapped around that building. It's across the street from the VA hospital.
Oh, okay. I know what a VA hospital is.
Yeah, over there. Rudy's is over there, and so is TD's barbecue.
Matter of fact, I passed the VA hospital yesterday.
Yeah, over
I,
there on Ledbetter,
huh?
going down Ledbetter.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Yep,
I passed by it yesterday, but I didn't I didn't I was in that area yesterday.
yep.
Yeah, man. So I was just, you know, I mean, I didn't know you had went through all of that with them, man. It's funny hearing you say
Yeah.
'cause they do the same shit.
Yeah, they put my ass through the ringer. I learned YouTube over there. I said, "Oh, okay. Now I know how YouTube
Wow.
get down." Okay, all
Wow,
right.
you got quite a introduction into this shit.
I sure did. I sure did. I said, "Oh, okay. I appreciate it. I'm happy." Now he got me blocked.
Damn. Damn. That's crazy. Oh
Yeah, he don't
well.
want me. He'll me comment on his channel.
Man, I ain't even know his channel was. I thought his channel because I don't know why I don't get notified, and I don't remember unsubscribing for him. But I
Oh,
had to
I
watch
don't
his
know
channel
if
over. Yeah,
Teapot even doing anything because I'm telling you, the last time I looked at Teapot channel, he didn't have no numbers. So I don't even know if he's still creating content or not.
I know when he would go at night, his best numbers used to be like when he had that debate league. He stopped the debate league because it caused a lot of man. It had so many people beefing, with myself included. It caused a lot of problems in the manosphere. All them damn debates. People was getting, um, people were starting beefs and shit, and that's how me and Little Big Nate got into it.
Big Nate is insane.
Yeah, we got into it. That's how I started beefing Little Big Nate. Me and Mr. Fantastic got into it. Well, it kind of started, but we wasn't necessarily beefing on the Rumble, but we started beefing on his channel. That's how I got into it with SYSBM, with Trey and uh, NBD, SKC, JI, Hood Servitude, all them niggas was over there.
Craziness.
Yeah, all of them be over there talking crazy. Altruism popped up out of nowhere. It was up there talking crazy and singing and shit. All of them, man. But I actually, it would be, we was going at each other, but I got tired of doing all that shit. That shit became, every time you look around, they doing the same thing over and over. You know, I
Yep.
just left it alone.
Yep. Yep. They like what they like.
He said they like what they like.
Hey, I go, they like. I'm like, hey, I ain't mad at it, but I ain't got to be disrespected though. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's true. But he used to do those. I mean, because those debates, he was making a lot of money off them damn debate league. The debate league thing, man, he was doing that. Man, people would come in there and they'd be donating and shit, cash apping them, super chats. Um, shit, he was making a nice little chunk of change, especially on the weekends. Because I remember he used to do debates on Wednesdays. Wednesdays like at 8 o'clock,
Mm-hmm.
and then he'll do another debate like on Friday or Saturday, one or the other, or he'll do both days. He'll do the debates like at 7, 8 o'clock at night, and then he interviewed. He actually did some good interviews with certain people, men and women, that would come and talk about different stuff. He would promote people books, little stuff. I mean, but it was a lot of fuckery that the space brought over there, you know. So it that kind of overshadowed the good content, in my opinion.
I mean, he interviews well. I interviewed with Teapot a couple of times.
Yeah. So I done several interviews with him and be niggas talking crazy in the chat, talking about saying shit, trying to trigger me and all that. Man, me and Big Nate, I never forget this. We just had an argument. Next thing you know, well, let's just go ahead and do a debate. Let's get the street. I'm like, just rapid fire and all this other shit. I'm like, huh? I'm like, and so man, we end up going back and forth, back and forth. They actually canceled the second debate that me and him had because it got out of control with both of us cursing each other out. And so they end up canceling the whole thing, say we both was out of line. But it was really him. I just was responding. You
Well,
know,
yeah, Little Big Nate is a psychopath.
man,
Yeah.
I couldn't even, man. The debate rules. You can't when you got your time. Nobody can. Man, when I did my introduction, this nigga was up in there. He interrupted me twice during my introduction. And
Nate is
I'm like,
crazy. That
dude, oh
man
yeah,
insane.
we was debating about black women and abortion, and this nigga lost his mind. He was so fixated on whether or not black women. And the thing about it, um, to say he was that so much for the he actually, I think he says I think somebody he dated end up getting one or something like that. I'm like, how you gonna talk about some shit that you participated in?
He
What sense
probably
does
didn't
that make?
participate. She probably said, "Oh hell no, I ain't having your baby, nigga."
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened, but this nigga was talking about. I forgot. I
The
don't
way
know
that
if it was
nigga
his.
looked.
And then he started giving this whole sob story about his wife and that he took the kids and all. Man, I'm like, nigga, please stop with that. And then the kids left your ass. They didn't want to stay with you no more. You got mad at his 17-year-old daughter for leaving and shit. I'm like, stop.
I knew something wrong with Nate when that nigga was bragging about his accomplishment that his daughter was still a virgin at the age of 20 something. I said, bro, that's some weird ass shit there. Why is you under this girl clothes? You don't know what the hell she doing.
Thank you.
How you claiming accomplishments on your daughter coop? That's a weird ass shit, bro.
I guess he feel like, she may have like her being a virgin at that age is a testament to his skills as a parent, of his values, I guess. But she, man, like what like, first of all, my thing is this. Like, she could tell you anything. Why would she just admit to you that she's not a virgin? And why would you even be asking your daughter that?
Like, yeah, so how y'all even get to that discussion for you to even know? Like, that's and
Or,
then
or,
you
or you
brag.
fucking like you? I mean, I'm just saying it because I got daughters 22 and 25, and I'm like, I never would ask my daughter, "Are you having sex?" Especially as an adult. Now I can see if they fucking teenagers that they under your roof, but as a fucking adult, you asking like, how did that conversation come about? That is
Right.
some goofy.
Like, that shit weird.
Yeah,
You know what it is? He trying to prove a point. That's all it is. He trying to prove a point to make it seem good that what the manosphere be talking about, that they not talking down and talking sideways and talking down on their talking points.
right. I guess. I'm
I don't
like,
know. That
man,
shit
your daughter
weird.
can tell you anything, and she could
Like,
be
how,
the
that's
direct
a
opposite.
grown woman.
She can have 35 like Brittany Rand.
Okay. You don't know what she doing. You ain't, man. I said, how you
Who's
coochie can
gonna be
talk to
36?
a grown woman? You up there, she a virgin in that. You proud of that. Bro, what the hell is you talking about? You fucking weirdo.
Man, I bet he ain't asked his son.
They don't never talk about their sons. They always talk about their daughters. This shit is weird.
Big Nate talk about his son. The nigga tried to get his son to kick my ass at the Mansfield meetup.
Stop it.
Yeah,
You for
he
real,
did.
for real, man.
That's true story.
He
I
was
got the
there.
receipts.
His
That
son was at the meetup.
We back when the first meetup in Atlanta. Little Big Nate said that's why I went hard on his ass about that. How he looked at that meetup. This nigga had on some fucking some shit you get out of fucking rummage sale or some shit. This nigga had on a fucking
He
rope
had on
for a
that tweed
belt,
suit with
huh?
them patches. He had that tweed suit on with them patches on it.
This nigga had on some a fucking sweater made out of wool or some shit, and he had on his jacket. I don't know where the hell he got this shit from. And then he had like this. It wasn't even a belt, man. It was like a strap, like a brown strap around his waist with his pants sack. Man, he looked a hot mess. Now you remember people was talking about how they was dressed at the one that just had, right?
Yes.
Nah, you should
They
have
were
you should have
trying.
saw the first one. It
Yeah,
was
they
worse
did
than
look
that.
better. They did. They look better than that last one, but they still was attractive.
Man, that first one, man, little Big Nate looked a hot mess. But yeah, he said his son was like 6'3", UFC fighter. He'll kick my ass and all this shit. Coming, I'm gonna get my son to kick your ass. I said, why you can't do it? You want talking this shit? I said, you gonna fuck around, get your son ass whooped, and then what you gonna do then? But every time he be like, yeah, I'm gonna get my son to whoop your ass, and I'm like, now what man lean on their son to fight their battles?
a beta male, a beta male.
What kind of man is that?
All of them. No, he's a beta male trying to be an alpha male.
And then he contacted Channel 2 News to report my business. They try to get it shut down.
Did he do that for real?
In Houston, yeah, he did it. He went on. I believe he did it because he went on the website and showed what he was gonna do.
Oh wow.
So fuck if you didn't he want to lie when I told all the other guys I'm cool with in the manosphere, he gonna try to backpedal on the shit talking about talking about man I ain't really do that. I ain't really. Well, fuck you said you was gonna do it. I believe you. I
Oh wow.
ain't really do that. I just was saying that just to threat, but I wasn't gonna do that. I'm like, well, why would you say that? Shit, if you telling me you gonna threaten my business, I'm gonna believe you. And then you went live and showed how you were gonna go on the website and do it. So why wouldn't I believe you was gonna do it?
That is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Nigga went and
Yeah.
talking about he was gonna try to get the business shut down, gonna tell the public the stuff I said about him, talking
Hey,
about
gay baby.
huh?
Speaking of gay baby.
Oh, he was saying talking about I harassed him and the way I talked about him and shit was talking about the way, talking about I shouldn't be talking like that, roasting people as a therapist and all that shit.
Is he
Uh,
still on YouTube?
who, Little Big Nate?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I ain't
But he
heard
come
nothing
and
from
go.
him in a
He'll
while.
leave for a while and then he'll come back.
Yeah, I ain't heard nothing about him in a while. It's like,
But
'cause that
they
man.
fell out over that Mansfield meetup. They fell out about that.
Oh yeah, I remember that hot ass mess.
Yeah, they fell out. So he wasn't at this one. At the last one they just had this year.
Yeah, I know.
But see, Lil Big Nate coordinated him and Theo Waff coordinated the first one.
Yeah, that was his problem. He wanted to do it this time, and somebody else wanted to do it. And well,
Yeah, so I mean, it was what it was. I'm like, man, that shit was a waste of money. Uh,
Was it? Huh?
man, they paid the lead attorney about $20,000 to come to the bitch.
What? What?
Dumb.
Then
Shit,
what?
the
What
last one
you?
they paid Obsidian and Minister Jap to come.
Oh my goodness! That's not that she wanted that. That shows that do not show agency amongst black men. You know what I mean?
And guess what?
When you
Guess what Minister Jab had on? This nigga had on some ragged ass jeans with a fucking Minister Jab, a great minister, a wrinkled ass Minister Jab shirt at a formal event
like he going to one of them
with a
hoods,
fucking hoodie on.
he had a hoodie.
Yeah, that's
Just
why these niggas see the reason. See, this is what they don't understand. These niggas complain about these women, but you get what you attract. Quality attract you not quality. That's the going to that event. What let me know what kind of standards they got. Y'all ain't even dressed the fucking part. Like this nigga had on some fucking light blue jeans, wrinkled as fuck, with some tennis shoes and a fucking gray hoodie with a t-shirt under it.
gray hoodie.
but they always talk about how ratchet and hood rat women are, right?
Yeah. This like I'm like, dude, man, y'all should have been looking y'all best. Like, this is some shit that you making an impression. Everybody watching this shit on YouTube. This is your first meet. Y'all should be dressing like you about to go to the fucking Emmy Awards or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all should have been dressed down like fucking like it's Easter Sunday or some shit. Man, these niggas came in there with the only one that was dressed decent was Bernard Riley. That's it.
So nobody wasn't suited and booted.
Nope.
Hmm.
Except they had a few people in the crowd that was dressed nice, but it looked like it was more people at the first one in the crowd than the second one. They just had a table discussion.
Hmm.
It's because the manosphere talking points is dying. Nobody want to have these conversations no more.
They talk about women so much on the internet. When they go in real life, they'll talk about real business and issues or what have you. You know, it's like I can't too much say nothing because you was there and I wasn't there. So I ain't gonna really just come out my mouth like that because I don't know what they was talking about at that meeting.
Oh, I can tell you what they was talking about. The niggas was lying about tech. They talked about black, quote unquote, black male empowerment. They talked about black men in tech, going in tech and shit. And then they talked about, as far as black men, changing the world and we influencing this and we in doing that. And Kevin Samuel was alive. Kevin ain't even go. And they was in Atlanta.
And Kevin Samuel didn't even show up.
And this was before he moved to New York.
Yeah, the Messiah didn't show up.
Nope.
They was all on Kevin, all on Kevin nuts. And Kevin ain't even supported them. Kevin ain't really even as I say, noticed them in that space. He noticed them, but what's the word I'm looking for? He didn't want to associate his brand name with that manosphere.
Nah, he didn't.
He didn't.
He would pop in on certain people panels every now and then and talk some shit. But it's the same shit.
Yeah.
But this one, man, the lead attorney came up and they're looking awkward, like he didn't want to be there.
The second one?
Yeah.
Or the first one?
The first one? The second one. And the second one.
Because he know he full of shit himself. He know he don't take the manosphere serious himself unless they pay for him to be there. That shows the disingenuous nature of some of these niggas.
Yep. Well, guys, I'm about to go ahead and call it a day. I'm going to chill out. I'm back at the hotel, so I'm chilling. May get me a couple drinks. I missed the game with Colorado, and I heard it was a good game. It went down to the last drive, whatever. I'm about to go check out some of these games. I'm gonna chill out for the rest of the night. So, Any last words, Miss Queen?
No, thanks for having me up. You eat something good before you leave. Don't go to Dallas without getting no food. That don't even make no sense.
Where you at? You in Dallas? Okay, D-Town.
Yeah.
I've been to Houston, but I ain't never been at the Dallas area.
Oh, okay. Yep, I'm up in D-Town. Been here for the weekend. I'll be leaving out tomorrow. Any last words, Dante?
Oh, I'm good, man. Just shit. Keep doing your thing, and keep doing your thing, brother. That's all.
All right. Well, y'all have a good weekend. Talk to y'all later. Peace.
Peace, brother.